Hello guys, welcome back to an episode review of Hollyoaks for today's episode, Monday the 9th of June 2025. It was really good, I can't complain. I have some questions, but as a viewer, I'm sure you all do as well. Victoria's been reunited with her family, with her real family, the Blakes. Grace, for some reason, had a change of heart. I don't know why. Now, again, I think I did say this last time, is the writers seem to have a habit of showing Grace's character's repentance or regret, not repentance, but more like a regret of her actions throughout this whole ordeal of human trafficking. I find it very lame because, she's done all that crime, but just because Grace is now crying, okay, we've also heard that Freddy's, supposedly ended his life, as the police have informed the Osbournes, Freddy Roscoe and everyone else, and Grace has found out now. And the only thing that I can gather is that she's the whole reason why she went into this human trafficking business was that because Freddy's dumped her and went with Mercedes, and she just went into a stone cold bitch. So now that Freddy's gone, or in her, as far as us viewers are aware, that he's ended his life and now he's no longer on this planet Earth, and she had to end all of her dodgy dealings, basically. That's the only thing that I can put or join the dots. Let me know if you have any other theories as well. But even then, I find it very pathetic because she's made all those kids go through hell. But yet we're supposed to believe as viewers that Freddy Roscoe's passed away and she's now had a moral epiphany. I don't know. It seems a bit far fetched to me, guys. I can understand why she went into this shady life in the first place. Well, I say I can understand, but I can just about understand because she thought her life was over, and because Freddy's left her. But anyway, Victoria went back to the Blakes. Grace returned Victoria without Claire's knowledge, and the only thing that Claire cares about is herself and Tori, who is Victoria. She's just been renamed Tori. So I think Claire will probably either kill Grace or punish her severely, because you just don't do that. Obviously, Claire cares more about Tori than she does about her sister. In fact, she cares very little for her sister. She just crashing at Grace's place. So, and I also didn't like the writing there, because now what's supposed to happen is that maybe the writers are trying to get us to feel sorry for Grace now, because she's bawling her eyes out and she's returned Tori. Okay, are we supposed to feel sorry for her now? I just don't buy this whole good act. She can have a moral epiphany, even though it's very far-fetched, but the things that she's done to Dylan, Frankie and Vicky, Robbie as well, who's completely innocent, as well as all the others, and she made everyone's lives a hell. Even Darren's, and Donnie's and Mizba's constantly worrying where their kids are. She didn't just affect the kids, but she affected the adults who were constantly worrying every single day about their kids going missing. I think, I'm sorry, but I think there needs to be some sort of suitable punishment for Grace, whether it's prison or, someone avenging, someone like Mercedes or Frankie or Dylan or Vicky, kind of getting their back on her. She's not a very likable character, and I'm sure a lot of others as well don't like her character at the minute. It's just because of her actions over the past few months, and especially the way she just locked her brother away, Rex. She got Rex to take the blame. I'm going to stop talking about Grace now, because we'll see how it all develops. But I've said my piece. Claire obviously sent one of her, PC Plod to scare Robbie, who almost squeezed the life out of Robbie on his injuries. And Robbie, he's terrified. He was about to give the police statement to Donnie, but that's when that PC Pillock came and paid a visit to Robbie. And Robbie was curled up on the floor, almost in a panic attack or anxiety attack. Donnie's just walked in at that point. I do want to see that PC Pillock or PC Plod have some sort of comeuppance as well. I want to see him being punished or put in prison, because he's done a lot of nasty stuff as well in the village. And even though he was just taking orders from the big bosses like Claire and Banks, he seemed to enjoy his job and enjoy making people's lives a misery, like Frankie, and even now the latest Robbie. And actually, even when Robbie was locked up, he was horrible to Robbie as well. Mercedes obviously reeling because Freddy's passed away. I don't like the whole way. I personally think Freddy's still alive, but he's just on the run away from Warren. And I think maybe if he did pretend to end his life and chuck his leather jacket over the cliff into the waters, maybe he's trying to have Mercedes get over him, because otherwise Mercedes will just question every day, why did Freddy leave her? So maybe he saw this as an easy way for both of them, so that he can live with the fact that Mercedes is not hating him every single day. That's what I can gather. Let me know your thoughts on that as well. Obviously everyone, Darren, Nancy, Misbah, Donnie, Diane, Tony, they're all angry at Grace, and obviously now they all discovered that Claire's still alive, Claire Divine, and they were quite shocked with that. Lexi, I don't know if Mercedes has told Lexi, but she's about to tell Lexi about Freddy's death. What I enjoyed most about the episode is the fact that they didn't drag the Tori or Victoria being found, and it was just very instant. That's what I enjoyed, even though I didn't like how it was done in terms of like Grace had to be the good person to do that, because she doesn't deserve that opportunity, if you ask me. And maybe she'll have a better life at the Blakes, except Patrick and his mum, if they stop doing what they're doing, all their dodgy murdering and poisoning people, especially their own family. It's a shame, really, because the Blakes and the Osborns and Tony's family, they're all my favourite families. So it was a shame to see Patrick and Martha being involved in this family. It was poisoning Sienna, because obviously when they find out, that will break up the family, and Patrick and Martha will be out of the house and they'll be gone. They'll have to leave Hollyoaks. Overall, decent episode, but maybe some little frustration over Grace having the opportunity to become this really good saint now. I'll see you in tomorrow's episode review, guys, which is Tuesday. Peace.